the artworks are an explanation.
We want the public to be confronted by the artwork, and whatever they feel in front of it, that's it.
We are
Gilbert
and George. Here we are in our studio in Foley Street, together with the model.
The Hayward Gallery show.
We choose from death, hope, life, fear, sex, money, race and religion, and all of the subjects that surround those fields. I think if we knew why we collected these, we probably wouldn't do that. We'd end up like some other damn silly artists without any leaves. We like these. You see they've been eaten into by some other creature, not just us, some other forces at work. The petals are lovely. They fall like the days and the weeks of our life.
Anyway, these are leaves that we collect every single day and night, and we try to sometimes take images of it. Sometimes we use them, sometimes we don't use them.
You see, we have seeds. This is age. This is one of the oldest forms of life on Earth. I forgot what it's called now, but we like it very much. The most important faces are the green ones. It's the same person, and he's called Old Bill, and he was a very famous character in cartoons in the First World War, and was carried on as a cartoon in the Second World War. He was famous because he was an old soldier who still wanted to re-enlist and maybe fib about his age a little bit so he could join in the action. Old Bill. We like that he's there, always for us.
We collect a lot of art. We have the whole house full. It must be 1,000 or 2,000 because it's very relaxing. Once you pay money to somebody, you relax. Isn't this?
Soothing. Soothing.
It's relaxing.
There are different ways to relax, most of which we can't mention in polite company, but pottery is one we can mention. We like very much the Hayward because it's a building of our generation. It's immediate post-war.
It's called brutalism.
The style of the architecture.
And we like it very much because a lot of the public don't like it. All opposite, they prefer all classical rooms like the Royal Academy. But this brutalism space for us is perfect. From the beginning of our career, we liked the idea of doing museum shows. I think we did more than 100 museum shows because that you have a public.
The big pictures on the big walls.
So every time that we make a museum show, we make a model first, and then we choose the pictures that we want in. Some from every group that we did, the most important ones we take out and try to build up an installation. And when we are satisfied, that's it. We never change after that. It's not art for the very few, the specialized one. Art for all, that was our motto when we started art. So that's why we make them powerful and big and small.
We came from an educational art background where art was very limited. It was all to do with teachers and magazines and critics. And we felt that it was too introspective. We wanted an art that would speak outside of the immediate art world. And I think we've achieved that.
We did a lot of museum shows because that is one way to speak to the public.
Collection of our friends and acquaintances.
And here we have all the leaders from the Queen too.
Friends and Prime Ministers. This is Zelensky, who's in the news every day at the moment.
And the Queen.
And the Queen, of course. Not the King yet. We'd have
and
to
that's a murderer, no? This one?
I think he's a murderer, yes. They're all God's creatures.
We don't discriminate. And the gate for our foundation, that's quite interesting.
The gates in the centre. This is the very original one, and this is the final. The colour is important because it is invisible green, which is a known colour. If you approach the leading manufacturers of paint and ask for invisible green, they will supply it. 5A is the address of the centre. Elizabeth II reigns has now been taken away, and Charles is taken his space.
And what do you think of our special bags?
Oh, love always and always.
Do you think it's the right bag for us?
Very stylish.
Not designed by us. It's also important to say that we don't know exactly what we are doing. We are not in complete control.
What is driving us? That's quite important. When we walked for breakfast in the morning, when the sun is up or not, that is driving us in different ways. No? But only is humanity that is driving us.
Our head, our soul and our sex, the three main driving forces in life that lie within you and us and everybody. The head, the soul and the sex. The mystery of making pictures.
But we made a big decision already in what we call 54 years ago that we are part of the artwork. Gilbert and George are part of the artwork. It is us speaking to the world with our feelings, what is inside ourselves.
We know that the world is like it is because of different forces, but one of the most important forces in the Western world is culture. We are what books our parents or grandparents did or did not read, which exhibitions they did or did not go to see.
From year to year we are changing, we are taking different images. The images that we took 50 years ago are not like the ones we are taking now. So time is involved. Time and feelings are involved.
Like the song, As Time Goes By. Does anyone know how to sing As Time Goes By? Da 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 da, da 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 da, as time goes by. It's the nearest I can get to it. Like everyone else, we have a life. Like everyone else, we know that we will one day have a death. Like everyone else, we are taken along life's road, some days with fear, sometimes with hope. No one is outside of those four elements. It's all part of the human being. Death, hope, life, fear. Sex, money, race, religion.